Hello, Immortal News family, and welcome back to our channel. In the last 24 hours, we have received the somber news of the passing of extraordinary talents, and today's episode is dedicated to honoring their memory. Before we start, we kindly ask for your support. If this video or the legacies of these remarkable individuals have touched your life, please consider giving this video a thumbs up as a sign of respect and remembrance. Thank you. Number 9. Bonnie's drive to change the world for lung cancer patients inspired everyone lucky enough to know her. Those words, spoken with love and admiration by her daughter Danielle Hicks, capture the heart of who Bonnie Addario was. With strength, grace, and fierce determination, Bonnie transformed her own battle with lung cancer into a mission to uplift others. After being diagnosed with stage 3B non-small cell lung cancer, she didn't retreat. She rose. She built a legacy that would power medical research, embolden patients, and challenge long-standing stigmas. Her journey led to the founding of the Bonnie J. Addario Lung Cancer Foundation. It later evolved into the GO2 Foundation for Lung Cancer, which became a global force for hope and change. Through this work, she championed patient-centered research, created vital resources, and connected individuals around the world in the fight against lung cancer. Bonnie led with both passion and strategy. She broke barriers in cancer care, encouraged collaboration between researchers and patients, and mentored people navigating the fear and uncertainty of a diagnosis. Her voice did more than raise awareness. It built a community. To meet Bonnie was to feel seen, heard, and supported. She listened deeply and spoke boldly. That rare blend made her not just a leader, but a guiding light. She passed away peacefully at the age of 71. While the cause was related to health complications, her spirit of advocacy never faded. She is survived by her beloved daughter, Danielle, who continues her mission alongside many who were inspired by Bonnie's spirit. Today, Bonnie's legacy lives on in every patient who finds strength, every researcher fueled by purpose, and every family given hope. Her life reminds us that one person's compassion can ripple out to touch millions. Tributes to Bonnie Addario. Number 8. She had a warmth that made every room feel like home. Nancy King carried a gentle strength, one that embraced friends, welcomed strangers, and uplifted all who knew her. Her kindness wasn't loud, it was steady, like a soft light that quietly guided those around her. Nancy passed away peacefully at the age of 76, surrounded by those who loved her most. She faced a long illness with grace, courage, and the same heartfelt compassion she gave to others throughout her life. Though she never chased fame, Nancy left a lasting impression through her honesty, creativity, and quiet leadership. Whether volunteering in her community, mentoring younger voices, or bringing loved ones together for one more story around the dinner table, Nancy led from the heart. She was known for her collection of handwritten letters, sent to friends near and far just when they needed them. Her passion for storytelling, simple tales told with heart, made her a cherished figure in the lives of many. Over the years, she left her mark not by taking the spotlight, but by helping others find theirs. Those who knew Nancy speak of her laughter, her deep listening, and her endless encouragement. "She had a way of making you believe in yourself," said longtime friend and neighbor Joel Andrews. "You always left a conversation with her feeling a little better about the world." Nancy's achievements were never about awards, but about the lives she touched. She celebrated every victory, comforted in loss, and never missed a chance to make someone feel seen. She is survived by her children, grandchildren, loving family, and a wide circle of friends whose lives are brighter because of her. Her passing leaves a quiet but meaningful space, one filled with memories of shared joy, comfort, and unconditional love. Tributes to Nancy King. Number 7. Her spark lit a movement that changed how millions think about food, energy, and aging. Marilyn Diamond's ideas didn't just challenge tradition, they built a new path for those seeking vibrant, healthy lives. Passing away peacefully at age 81, Marilyn was best known for co-authoring the groundbreaking book Fit for Life. This 1980s bestseller became a cornerstone of the natural health movement. With bold insights into food combining and detox living, Marilyn helped many rethink their entire approach to nutrition. Spanning decades, her career included more than books. She was a passionate speaker, guiding audiences toward greater wellness. Her message wasn't just about diets, it was about empowerment, aging with strength, and embracing the body's ability to renew. Born in Washington, D.C., Marilyn grew up surrounded by science and learning. Her father, a respected biochemist and educator, helped shape her curiosity about the body's inner workings. That early influence would lead her to become a lifelong advocate for holistic health. Though some of her views stirred controversy among traditional scientists, Marilyn welcomed debate. She believed in questioning limits, pushing for better health through natural means. Her unshakable belief in alternative wellness gave hope to a generation searching for more than medicine. She authored multiple books after Fit for Life and remained a vibrant voice in wellness circles. Even in her last years, Marilyn shared wisdom through interviews, speaking engagements, and mentorship. Those who knew her personally speak of her warmth and deep desire to uplift others. Marilyn saw potential in everyone, a longtime colleague shared. She didn't just write about health, she poured herself into helping people feel alive. Marilyn is survived by 3 children, a daughter and 2 sons, whose lives reflect the strength and joy she valued. She was married 3 times, and her journey through love and motherhood remained close to her heart. The world has lost a pioneer in wellness, an innovator, author, and light for so many inspired by her teachings. As messages of remembrance pour in, her vision lives on in every person who still believes that health isn't a goal, it's a way of life. Tributes to Marilyn Diamond. Number 6. This game has given me so much. I just want to give back. Tiana Mangakahia lived and played by this belief. It wasn't just about basketball for her. It was about heart, hope, and helping others rise. Born in Queensland and raised in a home filled with the energy of 5 brothers, Tiana's competitive spirit emerged early. Her drive and passion for basketball took her from the courts of Meadowbrook to elite training at the Australian Institute of Sport. She went on to shine at Syracuse University, rewriting the school's history books with her vision and fire. Her leadership on the court produced record-breaking assists and explosive scoring moments, including a 44-point game and the school's first-ever triple-double. Tiana's achievements spanned continents, from Australia's top leagues to international competition. She joined WNBA training camp with the Phoenix Mercury and later returned home to dominate as NBL 1 North MVP. But what truly set Tiana apart was her fight. Diagnosed with breast cancer in 2019, she didn't just survive, she made a comeback. She showed the world what determination looked like, stepping back onto the court with more strength than ever. Even as the disease returned in 2023, she turned her focus outward, coaching, mentoring, and uplifting others. In her final months, Tiana came out of retirement for one last run with the Southern District's Spartans, the club where it all began. She had just signed to play in New Zealand before her passing at age 30, following complications from cancer. Those closest to her say she led with grace. On the court, she was fearless. Off the court, she was generous, always finding time to guide young athletes or support those facing challenges. She was a basketball star who still had so much more to give, one teammate shared, but what she gave us was everything. Tiana Mangakahia leaves behind a legacy far beyond medals and stats. She inspired thousands through her courage, compassion, and unmatched love for the game. She is survived by her parents, siblings, and the countless people she lifted along the way. Tributes to Tiana Mangakahia. Number 5. A visionary sees beyond what is to what can be. Those words often described Earl Richardson, an educator who turned ideas into institutions and visions into opportunity. At 81, Dr. Richardson passed away peacefully following a brief illness. His absence leaves a powerful void, yet the legacy he built will continue to shape future generations. Born in Westover, Maryland, and raised with purpose and strong values, Dr. Richardson's roots in education ran deep. After serving in the U.S. Air Force, he pursued a path that would eventually transform a university and a community. During his 26 years at the helm of Morgan State University, Dr. Richardson changed the face of the campus and elevated its national profile. Under his leadership, Morgan evolved into a premier research university. Enrollment surged. Academic programs soared. From one doctoral program to over 15, he helped launch new schools in social work, architecture, and global communications. He directed over $400 million in campus improvements, including modern residence halls and the beautiful Carl J. Murphy Fine Arts Center. A champion of equity in higher education, Dr. Richardson worked tirelessly to open doors for African American students, especially in STEM fields. President Clinton appointed him chair of the President's Board of Advisors on historically black colleges and universities. Over the years, he received national awards celebrating his impact on American education and his advocacy for institutional equality. But beyond his titles and accomplishments, he was a mentor, a steady guide, and a source of hope. Colleagues recall his calm strength. Students remember his encouraging words, and communities across Maryland feel the difference he made. Morgan State President David Wilson shared, "The foundation he built allowed us to continue Morgan's upward trajectory, and much of what we have achieved in recent years is possible because of the strong platform he left behind." Survived by his loving family, Dr. Richardson's dedication to education, justice, and service lives on in the halls he helped build, in the lives he inspired, and in every student who dares to dream bigger. Tributes to Earl Richardson. Number 4. Progress, not comfort, is the path to change. These were words John Mew often lived by. A trailblazer in the field of orthodontics, he wasn't afraid to question decades of accepted wisdom, and in doing so, he sparked a global movement. John Mew, the pioneering mind behind orthotropics and the now famous mewing technique, has passed away at the age of 96. He died peacefully, leaving behind a legacy that continues to shape how we think about jaw development, posture, and health. Born in Royal Tunbridge Wells, Kent, John began his dental journey in London after graduating in 1953, but it was his unrelenting curiosity that led him down a path few dared to explore. He believed that the environment, not just genetics, played a vital role in how our faces grow. Through his groundbreaking work in orthotropics, he introduced new methods that aimed to correct facial development in children, often without the need for surgery or lifelong braces. His introduction of the BioBlock appliance, along with exercises like mewing, drew both supporters and critics. Despite disciplinary action and being removed from the dental register later in life, John never stepped away from the work he deeply believed in. His voice remained strong long into his career. His ideas, once far outside the mainstream, inspired a new generation through online platforms, largely expanded by his son and fellow orthodontist, Dr. Mike Mew. Beyond the clinic, John had a zest for life, testing Formula One cars, skiing, and traveling worldwide to lecture and learn. He was known for his sharp wit, determination, and ability to see possibilities where others saw limitations. Throughout his career, he taught, mentored, wrote, and challenged the status quo. His books and lectures live on, as does the ongoing debate he ignited in orthodontic science. John Mew's influence is felt not only by professionals in dentistry, but by countless individuals around the world seeking better health through posture and awareness. He is survived by his family, including 3 children who supported and shared his mission. Dr. David Moffat, a longtime colleague, remarked, "John wasn't afraid to ask why. That's rare, and it changed everything for some of us." Tributes to John Mew. Number 3. There are voices that don't just sing. They speak to the soul. Andreas Martin had one of those voices. For over 5 decades, he touched millions through song. With emotion in every lyric and kindness in every note, his music became a soundtrack for love, heartbreak, and hope across generations. He found early fame with the hit Amore Mio, a track that captivated the German charts and hearts alike. Later came the beloved Du bist alles, Maria Maria, a song still cherished today. But it wasn't just hit records that defined him, it was his passion. Andreas poured his heart into every performance. Throughout his career, he never stood still. In 1989, he impressed Eurovision fans with Herz and Herz. Not long after, as part of New Mixed Emotions with Drafi Deutscher, he won over audiences with Lonely Lover. Behind the scenes, his songwriting shaped the careers of stars like Wolfgang Petri and Nino D'Angelo. In 2013, his contributions earned him a Lifetime Achievement Award, an honor well-deserved. Andreas was more than a music man. He was known for his warmth, generosity, and perseverance. Even after enduring personal heartbreak with the loss of his wife Julianne, he returned to music with his son Alexander. Their duet, Wir fangen von vorne an, was both a tribute and a new beginning. In recent years, Andreas faced health challenges, including polyneuropathy, which eventually led to his retirement. Still, his creative spirit never faded. His final album, Here in Dem Moment, released in late 2023, felt like a parting gift, a goodbye wrapped in melody. Andreas passed away at 72, after a quiet battle with illness. He was surrounded by the lasting love of his family and fans. Singer and friend Nino D'Angelo once shared, "Andreas didn't just stand on stage, he stood in people's hearts." He leaves behind his cherished son Alexander, a rich catalog of music, and a legacy that will continue to inspire. Tributes to Andreas Martin. Number 2, Jay had a gift. He didn't just explain the weather. He made you feel like he was speaking directly to you, recalled a colleague from the BBC. With a calm voice and reassuring presence, Wynne became a familiar friend to millions. For 25 years, he brought not only accurate forecasts, but also a kindness that reached far beyond the screen. Jay passed away at age 56 after facing a long illness. The news brought an outpouring of emotion from viewers, friends, and fellow broadcasters. Born in London to American parents, Jay's path to meteorology was anything but ordinary. He studied civil engineering, worked on North Sea oil platforms, and even taught English in Japan. It was there his deep curiosity for global weather systems began to take shape. He later earned his degree in environmental geography, followed by a master's in applied meteorology. After training at the Met Office and RAF Northolt, he joined the BBC weather team in 2000. From BBC News 24 to Radio 4 and the 10 o'clock news, Jay became a trusted voice. Viewers valued his ability to explain complex patterns with clarity and a touch of dry humor. Behind the scenes, colleagues knew him as thoughtful, generous, and deeply committed to his craft. His brother, Wynne, described him as a man who could make complex weather systems accessible and engaging. Outside of work, Jay loved skiing, golf, music, and travel, always chasing new experiences with quiet enthusiasm. Jay wasn't just trusted, he was truly loved. Whether preparing viewers for snow or sunshine, he always did it with warmth and care. The BBC shared, Wynne will always be remembered for his dedication to craft and kindness. He is survived by his family, who have thanked the public for the many heartfelt tributes. Details about a memorial or service have not yet been shared. Jay's voice may be gone from our screens, but the grace he brought to every broadcast lives on. He helped people plan their days and brought a little calm with every forecast. Tributes to Wynne. What's trending on the internet? News 1. Let's take a moment to reflect on a touching reminder of the power of community care. In Los Angeles County, a school-aged child recently passed away from a rare brain condition called subacute sclerosing panencephalitis, or SSPE, many years after recovering from measles as an infant. At the time, the child had been too young to receive the measles vaccine, a powerful protection most children get between 12 and 15 months old. Doctors share that SSPE is a very rare but devastating outcome, especially for those who catch measles as babies. This story deeply moved local health officials, who urge us all to remember how much our choices matter to those around us, especially to infants and others who can't yet be vaccinated. The safe and effective measles, mumps, rubella vaccine not only shields individuals, but also helps protect entire neighborhoods through community immunity. Every step we take to support public health, like getting vaccinated, creates a safer, kinder space for our most vulnerable. Though this child's story is a solemn one, let's honor their memory by cherishing each other and doing what we can to nurture a healthier, more compassionate future. News 2. Imagine this. Doctors and nurses working tirelessly in hospitals across America, caring for our most vulnerable loved ones, when an unexpected new challenge begins to appear. In recent years, healthcare facilities nationwide have seen a troubling rise in cases of Candida auris, a drug-resistant fungus that can cause serious illness, especially for older adults and folks already battling other health problems. Candida auris isn't your typical infection. First identified in the US in 2016, it has rapidly increased, with thousands of cases now reported annually, and nearly half in California alone. Doctors explain that healthy people need not worry, but for those with weakened immune systems or with medical equipment like catheters or breathing tubes, this fungus can be life-threatening. Despite the challenges, hospitals are stepping up by expanding screening and isolation efforts to protect patients. Specialized cleaning measures and vigilant staff are helping contain the spread, all showing the power of care and community in the face of adversity. As we celebrate the dedication of caregivers everywhere, let's honor their commitment to keeping our loved ones safe. Their ongoing vigilance and compassion remind us that, even amid tough news, hope and resilience always shine through. News 3. If you tuned in for the Fox and Friends remembrance of September 11th this week, you may have seen a moment that touched viewers everywhere. Veteran correspondent Eric Shawn, age 68, revealed his very personal connection to that historic day. Reporting live from the memorial in Lower Manhattan, Sean shared that the toxic dust he was exposed to while covering the attacks 24 years ago has led to both bronchitis and cancer, diagnosed earlier this year. Eric's courage in sharing his story served to shed light on the thousands affected by 9/11-related health issues. Nearly 48,000 people have now been diagnosed with cancers linked to exposure at Ground Zero, with almost 10,000 reporting new cases just in the past year. Sean reminded viewers that despite his own challenges, he considers himself lucky compared to many first responders and fellow survivors, and he spoke movingly about the friends he's lost. Through it all, Eric continued his dedicated reporting and reminded us of the strength and unity Americans have shown, both then and now. His story is a profound testament to the resilience of those who bore witness, and to all who work to keep the memories and legacies of 9/11 alive. As our nation honors those we've lost and those who continue to suffer, Eric Sean's bravery stands as an inspiration, a reminder that in the face of adversity, hope and community prevail. News 4. It's hard not to be inspired by the remarkable journey of Jason Collins. At 45 years old, the former NBA veteran and trailblazer, well known for breaking barriers as the first openly gay athlete in America's major team sports, is now facing a challenging new chapter in his life as he undergoes treatment for a brain tumor. Jason's legacy shines well beyond the basketball court. From his early days starring at Stanford to his 13-year NBA career, he made his mark not just with rebounds and defense, but with his powerful courage and honesty. In 2013, Jason shared his truth with the world, and in doing so helped change the landscape of sports for LGBTQ athletes everywhere. Today, as Jason openly battles this health challenge, the outpouring of love and support from fans and fellow athletes reminds us just how much he means to the community and the sport. His spirit, strength, and drive to make a difference have inspired millions. No matter what the future holds, Jason Collins will be remembered as a trailblazer whose bravery paved the way for others. His story is a living testament to the power of authenticity, hope, and perseverance, and his legacy continues to uplift and unite people, both on and off the court. News 5. Let's have a quick heart-to-heart about reality TV personality Kaylin Lowry, age 32, who's opening up about a recent journey that's touched so many online. Known for her years on Teen Mom, Kaylin decided it was time for a change and underwent surgery to remove extra skin from her neck, aiming to say goodbye to the double chin that runs in her family. She's been incredibly honest, sharing both the tough moments and the humor of recovery with her followers, hoping to show what cosmetic surgery really looks like behind the scenes. Kaylin admits this was the most painful procedure yet, but she's stayed positive throughout, even as she faces the possibility of losing some meaningful neck tattoos honoring her sons. Through it all, she's reminding us that openness and self-acceptance can go hand in hand. For her many fans, and anyone facing decisions about confidence or self-image, Kaylin's story is proof that being real about our struggles just might inspire others to do the same. No matter what, she'll be remembered for her fierce honesty and courage to show every side of her journey. News 6. For fans of Dancing with the Stars, here's an inspiring update that shows just how much heart goes into every glittering performance. Kaitlyn Bristowe, now 40, who waltzed her way to the Mirrorball Trophy with partner Artem Chigvintsev back in 2020, has shared that she's still feeling the effects of those astonishing routines. Appearing on Tori Spelling's podcast, Kaitlyn explained that her time under the ballroom lights left her with a set of cracked ribs, a stubborn pulled muscle, and even a case of tendinitis that still flares up when she slips on a pair of heels. But in true champion spirit, Kaitlyn says the hard work and even those aches were absolutely worth it, and she wouldn't hesitate to step onto the dance floor all over again. Her story is a reminder that sometimes great achievements come with real sacrifices, but the joy, memories, and inspiration they bring are felt for years to come. As a new season of Dancing with the Stars gets underway, Kaitlyn's candid reflections are sure to encourage this year's hopefuls and remind us all that resilience and passion shine brightest, even after the confetti has fallen. News 7. Can you believe it? Vince Neil, the energetic 64-year-old frontman of Mötley Crüe, is back on stage after facing one of his toughest challenges yet. Right after last Christmas, Vince woke up to find his whole left side paralyzed, a shocking turn that doctors soon identified as a stroke. The journey that followed wasn't easy. He had to learn to walk again, with months of therapy and determination. The band's much-anticipated Las Vegas residency was postponed, but Vince never lost his spirit. Doctors warned he might never perform again, but he insisted, No, I'm gonna do it. Watch and see. And sure enough, this summer, Vince made a triumphant return to the stage in Boston, embracing fans with his signature energy and gratitude. Now, with the residency finally kicking off in Las Vegas, Mötley Crüe fans can once again celebrate the music and moments that have defined decades. Vince Neil's story is a powerful reminder of resilience, hope, and following your passion, no matter what life throws your way. Let's cheer on his recovery and the unforgettable memories he continues to create for fans old and new. Number 1. The stage was his home, and each role a doorway to the soul. Mattson brought life to nearly 100 characters on Sweden's National Theatre stage, but it was his humanity that stayed with audiences long after the curtain fell. He passed away peacefully at the age of 77, following a brief illness, leaving behind a legacy that spans 5 decades of unforgettable performances. Born in Västerås, Sweden, Per's love for storytelling began in local amateur theatre. After honing his craft at Scenskolan in Stockholm, he joined Dramaten in the early 1970s. There, he became one of the theatre's most treasured performers, working with legendary directors including Ingmar Bergman and Lars Norén. His award-winning portrayal of David in Night is Mother's Day is remembered as one of Dramaten's most powerful moments. Per's emotional depth and fearless choices made him a favorite among directors, critics, and generations of theatergoers. Though theater was his first love, Per left a mark on screen as well. He appeared in Bergman's Fanny and Alexander, Vargens Tid, and portrayed complex characters in TV dramas like OP7 and Emma Åklagare. No matter the role, he brought warmth, clarity, and a quiet intensity that drew people in. Per's talent was matched by his kindness. He mentored younger actors, supported bold new works, and believed deeply in the power of the arts to connect, challenge, and heal. Dramaten's artistic director Mattias Andersson called him an incredibly sensitive and multifaceted actor who left a great void in their history. He was honored with the Thaliapris, the O'Neill Prize, and the Gun Wollgren Scholarship, recognitions for a man who gave his life to the stage with grace and humility. Actress Alexandra Rappaport expressed how deeply moved she was by his passing, echoing the grief and gratitude felt throughout Sweden's theater and film communities. Per Mattson is remembered not only for his artistry, but for the way he made others feel, both on and off the stage. Survivors include family members, friends, and the many colleagues he inspired. His memory lives on in every performance he touched. Tributes to Per Mattson. Her warmth lit up every room, and her joy was the kind that stayed with you long after the lights dimmed. Sally Saxa, who passed away peacefully at 82,